just in the interest of time, I'm going to go through this relatively quickly, but this is fairly similar to the presentation I made at the last meeting with updated numbers. As you know, the business division is responsible for all of the business filings. That's over 500,000 individual filings. It's actually closer to 590,000 or 590,000 for fiscal year 2023. And we're responsible for the intake of about 40 million, a little bit more than $40 million annually. Something that came up earlier this month, and this is on page 2 of the slides. A recent Forbes article put Wyoming as the #3 place to form your small business, with #1 being the state you currently live in. So kind of hard to beat that. And #2 is Delaware. So we're basically the #2 jurisdiction to form a small business. And of course, in Delaware, that's a lot of C Corps. With Wyoming, it's primarily our LLC structure. We also, as you know, we oversee and audit our commercial registered agents. We have taken a renewed interest in that, given some of the concerns that people have expressed with filings that are not entirely on the level. The next page is the graph of new entity filings, excluding LLCs. As you can see, these are relatively flat. What I mean to show with this graph is that all of the growth that we see is with the LLC filings. The Wyoming LLC is the dominant entity that we see people forming from out of state. Although there is a little bit of growth in profit corps, as you might expect, it's nowhere near the volume of growth on the LLC side. I'm going to skip ahead 2 slides to the filings for Q2 of the year. Yep. This just shows what Q2 filing growth looks like over the equal time period from the previous years. Skipping ahead, I guess let's skip ahead 3 slides to statistics for fiscal year ending. This is kind of the, I would call it the bottom line of what we're seeing. For fiscal year 2023, we see a over 27.5% growth year over year in filing. This is filing numbers, not revenue. That's massive. That eclipses all of the other years that I tracked here. And last year, 2022 versus 21, was only at a shocking growth of 18%. So we are growing very, very fast. In the last slide, I go through some of the numbers. So the last presentation I gave you only had numbers for quarters 1 through 3. So this is a full year. We are up almost 25% in revenue over 22 for 23. That should give you an understanding of just how fast and how much of the LLC growth we're seeing here. So